Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel, Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new video, we are going to prepare for the Be a Better Teacher section for the week of February 17th to 23rd. I hope this will be very helpful for many of you. Let's begin. Let's start with initiating conversations, public preaching. Good morning. We're talking to people about how to find peace in these difficult times. Do you think it's possible to have peace in today's world? Ah, you Jehovah's Witnesses. You're always talking about the Bible. I don't believe in any of that. It's true that many people have lost faith in religion. And with all the hypocrisy we see nowadays, it's understandable. Exactly. All religions are the same. They just deceive people. It's true that many religions have disappointed people. But do you think that means God has also failed us? Well, I don't know. But I don't believe in the Bible. I understand. Many people feel the same way because they've heard different opinions about the Bible. But something interesting is that it's still the most widely distributed and read book in the world. Don't you find that curious? I guess so, but that doesn't mean it's true. Good point. Something that has helped me is analyzing what the Bible says for myself, without being influenced by what others say about it. If you ever feel interested, I'd love to share a brief thought with you. No, I'm really not interested. I respect that. If you ever have any questions in the future, I'd be happy to talk. Have a great day. Now let's move on to initiating conversations, public preaching. Good morning. We're asking people what they think about something important. Do you believe there will ever be peace in the world? I don't know. Seeing how things are going, it seems impossible. Yes, many people feel the same way. What worries you the most about the current situation? Well, the violence, the economy. Everything is so difficult. You try to move forward, but things keep getting worse. I understand. Do you think God is to blame for all of this? Some say yes, but I'm not sure. If God exists, why does He allow so much suffering? That's an important question. Have you ever read what the Bible says about it? No, not really. What does it say? Here's an interesting verse. Shows James 1:13. It says that God does not test anyone with evil. So, if it's not God, who is to blame? Publisher, great question. Would you like me to send you an article that explains this in more detail? Yes, I'd be interested. That's great. If you'd like, we can exchange numbers, and I'll send it to you. Sure, here's my number. Thank you. I'll be in touch. Have a great day. Now let's move on to making return visits, informal preaching. Hi, person's name. I'm happy to see you again. Last time, we talked about previous conversation topic, and you mentioned that you'd like to understand the Bible better. Have you thought more about it? Yes, a little. I've always wanted to read it, but I don't know where to start. I understand. Many people feel the same way. In fact, some have told me that the Bible is an interesting book but difficult to understand. Have you ever felt that way? Yes, a lot. Sometimes I read something, but I don't know what it really means. And there are so many different interpretations. That's true. But something that has helped me is using a simple guide to analyze it. That's why we offer a free Bible study course. Would you like to know how it works? Yes, sure. It's very practical. We use this guide called Enjoy Life Forever, which explains topics like why does God allow suffering? And what happens after death, all with Bible verses and easy-to-understand explanations. Those are questions I've always had. That's great. And the best part is that the course adapts to your schedule. It can be in person, via video call, or even through messages. That sounds interesting, but I'm not sure I have much time. I understand. The good thing is that each session lasts only a few minutes and can be done whenever it's convenient for you. In fact, we could do a short demonstration next time if that works for you. I'd like to try it. Perfect. Here's a card with more information and a QR code where you can see how it works. Would you like me to send you a message in a few days to coordinate? Yes, that's fine. Great. We'll stay in touch. Have a great day. Now let's move on to make disciples. Last time, we talked about Jesus' miracles, and I remember you said you had trouble believing they actually happened. Have you thought more about that? Yes, and I still have doubts. It said that Jesus healed the sick and even raised the dead, but those things are impossible today. How do we know they weren't just symbolic stories? I understand your point. Today, many think that Jesus' miracles were exaggerations or metaphors. But instead of just telling you they were real, what if we analyze how the Bible connects these miracles to something much bigger? That sounds good. Exactly. Jesus wanted to show what God will do in the future through his kingdom. In fact, the Bible promises that the kingdom will bring permanent blessings. Look at Isaiah 35. 5, 6. Could you read it? At that time, the eyes of the blind will be opened, and the ears of the deaf will be unstopped. At that time, the lame will leap just like a deer, and the tongue of the speechless will shout for joy. Doesn't that sound similar to what Jesus was doing? Yes, it's almost the same. Exactly. What Jesus did on earth was just a preview of what God's kingdom will do worldwide in the future. It was proof that God has the power to eliminate suffering completely. So, Jesus' miracles were like a preview of what will happen under God's kingdom. Exactly. It's like when someone gives you a free sample before you buy something. Jesus demonstrated on a small scale what God will do on a large scale. And Revelation 21:4 confirms this promise. Could you read it? God will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, neither will there be mourning nor outcry nor pain anymore. How does this compare to what Jesus did? It's the same as what he did with his miracles. He healed the sick, raised the dead. Exactly. So, if Jesus dedicated so much effort to performing miracles and preaching about the kingdom, do you think he did it just as a tradition, or because he knew it was real? I guess because it was real to him. Correct. And if Jesus' miracles were real and served as proof of what's to come, what does that tell us about God's kingdom? That it's real too. That was this week's Be a Better Teacher presentation examples. I hope they are very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. Sending you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.